This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show at the request of many, 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 many people. Did I mention many people? I'm going to be covering this song by Billie Eilish. Who? Exactly. Now, most people don't know who this is, but people have requested that I do this. I've actually covered Billie Eilish, right? She must want to be an optometrist as well with her fake name Eilish. But I covered her before in the video regarding the black goo and the black tears, which is a common theme that we see, which is really just talking about demonic possession, the black smoke you see with Eminem, the black tears coming out of all of these characters' eyes. And I call them characters because these people are actors. These musicians, they're nothing but puppets. So many of you have asked that I cover this song where clearly if you see the video, if you even listen to it, I mean, if none of you have heard of this person or heard the music this person makes, because I've never heard a song by Billie Eilish, listen to this video. And could you just imagine like driving in your car listening to this crud? I mean, this is like the type of music that gets kids to commit suicide. I mean, seriously, she's talking about like ending her life and things like that. I mean, it's just horrible, disgusting stuff. But the video is called Bury My Friend, or Burying My Friend. Let me make sure I say it right. Billie Eilish, Bury a Friend. I mean, so what a kind song, right? Bury a Friend. And she's actually talking about all the things that I mentioned in the lyrics. Of course, the song is about human sacrifice, really. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's really about, she just wrote this song after she had to bury her friend at a funeral. She's completely under demonic possession in the video. People will say she's drugged up. I mean, you could even see the photos of her with her white eyes, her eyes completely in the back of her head. Listen to some of the lyrics in this awful, awful song. She says, step on the glass, staple your tongue. So that must be fun, stapling your tongue. Bury a friend, try to wake up. Cannibal class, killing the sun. So she's immediately referencing cannibalism. All of these demonic, satanic witches, all of them when they perform these rituals, which they usually do in the midnight hours, always are doing chants and participating in cannibalistic feasts, pretty much. Usually this is with children. And they're becoming under demonic possession. They're putting themselves deliberately under demonic possession, just like she is in the song. So she's referencing cannibalism, which I cover over and over on this channel, how they just constantly are talking about cannibalism and normalizing it with these zombie movies, with Santa Clarita Diet, with American Horror Story, all of this stuff. Over and over and over, they're normalizing it. Then they're telling us that we should get blood transfusions of children's blood into our body and we'll feel younger and better. Then they're telling us that we should rub blood on our face so as an anti-aging method. I mean, it's unbelievable how in our face this is. So she's talking about cannibalism, and then as the song, if you want to call it a song, it's really just, I mean, this is like the equivalent of getting a notepad, you're going to write a song and you blow your nose on it. And then you smear it against the wall and spit on it. Alright, this is pretty much what these lyrics are. What do you want from me? What do you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? What aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? I mean, what? No. How inspiring. Let's give her a check for millions of dollars and let her be a big famous musician. And trend #1 on YouTube. What a complete joke. But here's the verse. She says, for the debt that she owes, she says, for the debt I owe, gotta sell my soul. Because I can't say no. I can't say no. So, just another one of these musicians, right? From Lady Gaga, Lady Barfbag, to Jack Black, Bob Dylan, Jack Black, all these people come forward and constantly talk about selling their soul, but it must not be real, right? So why are they all saying it? Why do these celebrities constantly talk about selling their soul? Cardi B, I mean, come on with these people, really? And people out there think it's a big joke, right? These people sell their souls. This is part of the industry that they're in to get the fame and fortune, to be the puppets for the puppet masters, right? And their job is to indoctrinate, to dumb down the masses, to constantly sing songs where the lyrics, which are spells, are about getting high, drinking alcohol, having having sex, cheating on the other, breaking up with somebody because you can do better. This is all mind control stuff. This is why we live in a world of chaos where nobody can keep a relationship. Anybody gets in a fight in a relationship, they break up. They don't even know how to talk and communicate and work things out. Everybody wants money and everybody wants to get high all the time. Right? And that's what these low-life musicians do. They talk about the same crap over and over. It's either a breakup or get high and go seek money, y'all. Right? Money, money, money. Right? That Cardi B song I just covered. I mean, it's just trash. People think this is artistic expression. It's garbage. So, she talks about cannibalism and she talks about selling her soul. Now, in the video, you'll see that she's completely under demonic possession. Right? And that's what she's supposed to be under. She gets needles and stuff injected in her back. You can see the eyes rolled into the back of her head. You can also see her eyes in different colors. You'll see that she has the black eyeballs, which are synonymous with demonic possession as well. Right? They go hand in hand. You'll see her doing, exorcist-like things, right? She's levitating like these witches do. And she's, pretty much upside down like we've seen, in The Exorcist before. I remember this is the same person whose last video had the black goo coming out of her face. Okay? Whoever Billie Eilish is and however this person even became famous or a musician is beyond anyone's, realm of understanding. This person didn't just suddenly write a song, put it on YouTube, and became a big singer in a record label in LA, called and said, we would love to sign you and we'd love to give you millions of dollars to sing about suicide and cannibalism and selling your soul. Okay? People have messaged me, and this is the stuff that drives me nuts, It's a cry for help because people are fans of these musicians and they don't want to break away from being their fans. So they think when they do songs and stuff like that, that it's a cry for help, right? We've seen it with Kesha. All you guys remember that with Kesha. You have Mario, vigilant Christian, crying over Kesha that we all need to say prayers like at night. There's kids around the country who are being, molested and killed. There's people who can't afford to eat, and we got to sit here and pray for Kesha. You're going to go, I find it hard to believe before you go to bed at night, you're going to say a prayer for Kesha, right? So people are messaging me, and they're like, this is a cry for help. We need to help her. But these people are given free will. They make their choices. They make their decisions. What about the people who go through life who, these kids that I talk about who are born into covens, they don't ever even know that God exists. You know why? Because they're kept locked in cages and in rooms, and they're molested and eventually sacrificed. Okay? People like this make their choice. They're given the choice. They're introduced to God. They're introduced, and they know that salvation is through Jesus Christ, and they reject it. Okay? I'm not saying, you should, it's an awful thing to pray for one of these people. But I don't want to hear this stuff that they're crying out for help. These people are trying to brainwash all of the masses out there, all of us, me, including me. It doesn't work on me, including you. They're always trying to, because listen, whether you want to admit it or not, there's probably somebody in your life that you were like, I love this musician, or I love this athlete or actor before you were awoken, and you don't want to believe that these people are part of it. Well, you gotta believe it. You gotta separate yourself from it, and stop thinking that they're here to try to help. They are not here to try to help. They are here to try to destroy. That is their job. Like I've said a million times, the people at the top, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, all of these families, the DuPonts, people who make chemicals for a living and dump it on us. These people, if they were suddenly in rap videos and pop videos, nobody would be bowed. It's David Rockefeller's new hit. These people want to be away quietly without anyone knowing who they are. They don't want fame. They print money. And what they want is a new world order. These people are the puppets who are here to brainwash the masses into being dumbed down, drug addicts, scumbags, who want to strive to become rich and famous when, they think that they can, but they can't, because this is a controlled system. And you have to be one of them to be part of it. So this whole video is pretty much her under demonic possession, talking about burying a friend. If you listen to the song yourself, you would just go, you gotta be kidding me. This is music in 2019? Apparently. She goes on to talk about cannibalism class, cannibalism class is in session, and selling her soul. While, you see all the same demonic possession type stuff. But again, it must be a coincidence, right? This is real artistic, because we've never seen this before. Never seen somebody with black eyeballs and their eyes rolling in the back of their head. I mean, Eminem's only done it a million times in his videos where he talks about demonic possession at 3 o'clock in the morning. Must be a coincidence, right? This stuff that I talk about is real. Demonic possession is real. These people are Satanists, okay? Luciferian. They worship Satan. Their job is to destroy souls, to destroy society. Look at our society now. There are no morals. There is nothing except people who worship these people and are destroying their own lives and their own souls. So this is Billie Eilish, right? It must be a coincidence. Her name is Eilish, right? Like all-seeing eye. Just throwing that stuff out there, and of course somehow it's trending #1 on YouTube with 13, 15 million views. Who knows what it's got by now in a day? I mean, this is how the system works, folks. Nothing but poison. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.